So my name is Dane Laughlin. I'm our enterprise track chair for today. And I'm going to virtually um, introduce Matt Gaiser. He's from HP, and he's the head of VR business development for them. So with that said, I will hand it over to Matt.
Thank you all so much for joining today. Please take your seats. My name is Matt Gaiser. I lead our business development efforts at HP for all things VR, and I'm going to talk to you today about how we see VR being used in the enterprise and how HP plays a part in that. So first of all, it's our vision to drive the most desirable XR ecosystem here at HP that naturally empowers all people to better themselves. And we do that in a number of ways, which I'll walk through today. But for starters, we're gonna look at HP's headsets and how they play into the enterprise environment, some of our other enterprise class hardware that goes with that, as well as what we see developers and ISVs doing and how they're supporting enterprise customers today. So you may be familiar with some of our headsets. I'll go ahead and start here. Some of our head-mounted displays, our Reverb G2 we announced here at AWE last year. Great headset. It's been doing wonders for us here in the industry. Got a fantastic set of specs on that headset, and it's the same for Reverb G2 as it is for Omniset, with a couple of other exceptions that I'll speak to here shortly. But you've got the same 21 by 60 by 2160 resolution per eye with 114-degree field of view. We actually recently announced a refresh to this product, so we've heard some feedback from customers, and we've made some changes that have made tracking better. We've improved our gasket and made it adjustable so that now you can get a little bit closer if you need to the lens to improve the sweet spot. And we've also made some improvements to the cables so that people, no matter what system they're using, have compatibility with our Reverb headsets. That applies to both of them. But the Reverb G2 has been great for us. We're seeing it deployed in enterprise and consumer environments alike. But the Reverb G2 Omniset edition is a headset that we launched back in about May timeframe of 2021. And that builds on the Reverb G2 platform and adds a number of sensors to it. So we've got eye tracking, pupillometry sensor, heart rate sensor, as well as a camera that looks down at the bottom half of your face, capable of 3D imaging. More on that to come. But that's some of our headsets. When we design these headsets, we've partnered with various industry partners like Microsoft for our tracking and Valve for some of our lenses. One of the things that we find really important is clarity. Clarity is sort of king when it comes to VR, as many of you probably know. We've increased the clarity, the contrast, the boost, the brightness on both these headsets, the Reverb G2 as well as the Omniset edition. And that's really helped with visual comfort when you're in VR. So being in VR, whether you're in an enterprise environment with users of VR for the first time or experienced users, being comfortable, obviously refresh rate and resolution matter, but so does clarity and the contrast of colors and text and images. We've brought improved audio. So we've got new speakers that support spatial audio. Really nice. They sit off of your ears. Nothing is touching your head. You can kind of, maybe you can see over my shoulder in the camera, I've got a headset. It sits about 10 millimeters off your ear. The actual earpiece does. That's really great for comfort while you're in VR. Our controllers, also a feature we've redesigned here, is kind of the button layout and the design. We've done this to improve the compatibility with these headsets as you're mapping the buttons across platforms. We've added an X, Y, and an AB button that really helps with that. And our handsets have 4 cameras now on the outside of the headset tracking them. So much improvement coming in there. And then lastly, ergonomics. We've got a great design team here at HP that has worked tirelessly to make sure our headsets are comfortable and designed for long wearing situations. Here's our entire VR portfolio. As you can see, we've got our head-mounted displays on the left here, our Reverb G2, as well as our Omniset edition. And we've got some great PCs in our portfolio, in our lineup of enterprise products that you can plug these headsets into. So we've got some fantastic mobiles that can really drive a very powerful VR experience. We've got our Fury and our Create line. Great news about these products. A lot of customers, a lot of engineering departments, a lot of design departments may already have some of these computers on their standards list. So it's real easy to get in there and to be able to work with solutions they're already buying, right? So there maybe these computers are already set up, ready to go with the customer, and you're all set, ready to attach your solution to it. Really designed for long 24/7 reliability. Desktops are obviously, pretty important part of our platform as well, and part of our offer here, and some great monitors to go with it too. Our ecosystem isn't complete though without all of the things that enterprise customers need. So a lot of times when you're in an enterprise environment, there's not a lot of time for downtime, even though our products may have warranty support. Sometimes customers want to buy spares. Sometimes your environment, your IT departments or your procurement departments insist on having a certain amount of spares on hand. We've got those set up for our controllers, and we also offer sanitizable and wipeable gaskets for hygiene. So we've got gasket kits available for our Reverb products, and cables as well. Cables are one of those things that, of course, covered under all kinds of warranties, but in any environment, sometimes you may need a spare. I want to talk to you today a little bit about probably one of our most impactful products that we've launched, and that is our Reverb G2 Omniset product. This is really a complete solution. It's the world's most intelligent headset, and it's like nothing else out there in the market, quite frankly. And what I love about how we designed this is we didn't just make a headset with eye tracking or something with just a heart rate tracker. We brought multiple types of sensor technology into this headset, and we launched it with an SDK, which basically can power new experiences. So if you're a developer or you've got developers in-house at an enterprise customer, this is where this headset comes into play. And if you're looking at just needing, some of these sensor technologies for the VR use case you may have, we also have a flexible program for ISVs who can develop applications straight off the shelf to run with this. And what we've done with our Reverb G2 Omniset edition is really created a solution that can do it all. For the first time ever, we can measure contextual behavior with eye tracking. We can understand real-time adaptation of a user in VR with heart rate sensors, and we can start to understand the human interaction in VR that this doesn't exist today. So these sensor technologies are really going to bring a whole new level of experience to VR applications. Again, there's some differences between this headset and the Reverb. We have a slightly different headband. It's got the rotary dial that a lot of ISVs have told us they love to have that rotary dial on the back. And then, the visual experience of this headset is going to be similar to the Reverb G2, which you probably know and love very well. So, we feel the time is now in the enterprise space, whether you are an enterprise user yourself or supporting enterprise accounts with VR solutions, whether you've got the need to connect, create, collaborate, and learn, we've got solutions for you here at HP. Next, I want to talk about what's happening in the world of VR and what HP's been up to, partnering with different folks in the industry, and mostly with developers and ISV partners who are helping to power and drive the Omniset solution. So first of all, we've got Reverb G2 Omniset Edition powering completely differentiated experiences at various ISVs, and one of those is Ovation. Ovation is doing a great job taking advantage of the sensor technology in this headset and bringing that into their application with eye tracking, cognitive load, and heart rate. If you don't know who Jeff is at Ovation, find him. I'm sure he's there today. He's doing some truly powerful things with all things Omniset, and they've got a video here that we'll roll the tape now.
Skills. But how do you develop them? Learning through experience is slow, difficult, and awkward. Or it was, until virtual reality changed that. With Ovation, one of the world's most advanced presentation trainers, paired with the award-winning HP Reverb G2 Omniset Edition headset. Ovation lets you step into a realistic virtual venue. Pick almost any presentation tool. Import your presentation materials. And speak to a realistic simulated audience, be it one-on-one, a few more, or a lot more. As you practice, Ovation guides your progress while collecting hundreds of analytics about your performance. It identifies filler words, lack of eye contact, poor body language, and much more. When you're done, play it back and watch your virtual self from the audience. Then check out Ovation's detailed speech analysis, loaded with insights for your next practice. The Reverb G2 Omniset Edition enhances Ovation's features by tracking your eyes and heart rate to determine your cognitive load in real time. That means you can know how much brain power you're using while you practice. When you've hit the training sweet spot, your presentation is real-world ready. Public speaking training is more accessible and effective than ever before. Level up your organization's communication with Ovation.
So as you can see, truly amazing solutions are being created, leveraging the technology that HP is bringing to the market and the sensor technology of the Omniset solution. Next up, I want to share with you a little bit about what Mimbus is doing. They're focused on, the future of manual trades. They're focused on vocational training and creating solutions that can be deployed to hundreds of customers. They've been in this space since 2011. Highly committed to taking the sensor technology of our Reverb G2 headset and bringing that into their Vulcan cloud-based solution that can help with, not only helping to train more people in these skills with over 10 different trades from building, construction industries to electrical and other service types of industries. Really cool solution. We've got another video to show what they're up to, but take a look what they're able to do, again, with our Omniset Edition headset and the Vulcan solution. We'll play the tape now.
Unemployment is rising, while around the world skilled jobs remain unfilled. Get the right people trained with the right skills. Using Vulcan by Mimbus. Vulcan is a unique simulation system that teaches, monitors, personalizes, and follows up on trainees' learning in real time through an immersive virtual reality experience. With the award-winning HP Reverb G2 Omniset Edition headset, students can practice new jobs in VR, and instructors are armed with hard data. The HP Omniset software tracks factors including gaze, response time, and cognitive load, recording and analyzing users' behaviors and sensations as they train. Vulcan then takes that data and analyzes it for training purposes. Whatever trade or labor skills you need, Vulcan can help attract more candidates, help with placement across high-demand industries, and reduce training time and costs. Concentration, precision, efficiency. Identify workers' strengths and enhance their skills. Whether you're training workers in emerging countries or finding placements for disabled people, Mimbus and HP put the power of people in your hands. Contact us to learn more.
I've been able to witness some truly amazing things that Mimbus has been doing at community colleges and trade schools here in the US. And it's great to know that they've got operations in roughly 50 countries. So excellent source for all things manual skills and training. And again, leveraging the power of our Omniset solution. Next up, I want to talk about one of our enterprise partners creating solutions, and that's Claria, the Claria solution by Theia Interactive. They've got a bioanalytics-powered decision-making tool that's great for anyone in the design space, simulation, or product dev. Some problems with that industry is that typically when you review something, you go through and you have a focus group that can provide some insights as to what they saw, what they experienced, and those can be unreliable. Also, you may want to create a physical prototype, which can be extremely expensive. With the Claria solution, you're able to record a biological response to what somebody's experiencing when they're in VR, looking at something for the first time, whether it's a prototype or a demo. You're able to have faster deployment and develop it. And also, you're able to make decisions based on qualitative data. We've got a little video here that will show about what their solution is right now, but really interesting stuff they're doing and great partnerships they have in the industry, driving really high fidelity experiences along with HP's Omniset Edition.
Great design has always been a blend of old and new, art and science, human and environment, human and technology. In the spirit of groundbreaking innovation, Claria, Theia Interactive's design solution, utilizes the state-of-the-art sensor system of the award-winning HP Reverb G2 Omniset Edition to deliver real-time, data-driven insights that track user engagement and assess user responses, improving the way you create and design. With easy-to-configure design variations, Claria enables you to test different designs to understand how they resonate with your customers, track eye movement and display cognitive load, the amount of brainpower exerted in time and space, to validate intuitive designs and understand what aspects may or may not work for your customers. With multiple design iterations for A/B testing in virtual reality, make better informed design decisions based on a user's natural response derived from objective sensor data, from architecture and engineering to construction, product design, aerospace, and car design. Claria is the next generation design tool. Elevate your designs with Theia Interactive's Claria and the HP Reverb G2 Omniset Edition.
Next up, we've got another partnership in the industry with Pixo and their Apex solution. What I love about the solution and how I really think it can help enterprise customers is its ability to basically take content, help deploy it to devices, and then go back and track results. So again, they've found a way basically to unify the platforms of content distribution and management with an easy-to-use cloud-based solution, as well as HP Reverb G2 Omniset. So taking sensor technology from a training experience, bringing that back not only into the content and back into development, but back into tools and APIs that enterprise systems may already be using. So if you've got a learning and development team that's already putting folks through simulations and trainings, and you want to then be able to track their progress, track what they've completed, what they've not done, how well they've done it, the Apex solution is for you. We've got another tape that we'll roll that walks a little bit through what that solution provides. Definitely recommend checking out what Pixo VR has been up to in their partnerships with HP on the VR Omniset Edition. Play the tape.
Technology shouldn't just exist for technology's sake. It should create safer workforces, better workforces, more efficient processes. We offer a range of different virtual reality training experiences for particularly high impact industries such as construction or manufacturing, public safety. One of the things that's critical in training generally is the ability to provide real-time feedback to someone so that they can know in the moment what they did wrong, what they were experiencing, so that they can make those adjustments. Omniset really expands the value of what we're able to offer to get a more complete picture of what's possible in extended reality and what's possible within their own individual workforce.
With Pixo VR and HP Omniset, we're really creating compelling content that can save lives. We can use the eye tracking to do volumetric heat mapping of where they're looking. We can use the active HP Omniset bioanalytics data to really see what type of performance their employees have.
Being able to really accurately demonstrate that ROI picture for a client, you have to really offer them something compelling. Omniset helps us make that case much more effectively. We're able to say this is not just a building a better mousetrap, right? This is qualitatively and quantitatively better training.
We found the developer portal to be really the first place to start with HP Omniset. They already provided a native plugin for our chosen engine, which is the Unreal Engine. So integration was actually quite simple.
The sky is the limit for what it can possibly bring to the larger picture of training and beyond. HP has been right there with us the whole time, and it's been a very positive experience for us.
Don't forget, if you want to learn more about our development portal and how development works with our Omniset SDK, we do have a session a little bit later today, hosted by Lauren Domingo and Sergey, who are going to go through and talk about leveraging our SDK and how to integrate that into your solution. Next up, I want to talk about one of our OEM and ISP partners that we've created, and that's those folks over at ViewMind. They're doing some truly amazing stuff, looking at neurocognitive disorders and diagnostics and cognitive training, and really disrupting the industry with some of their solutions. One of the things that they're doing is they're really keeping the Reverb G2 attached to a workstation class product, because what they need in their solution is a robust platform that runs, and having a single source for procuring the hardware, as well as integrating it through one of our integration partners onto the equipment, is another thing that they can help with. So doing some truly amazing stuff. And I also want to mention the folks over at Singularity Labs and their Pioneer Adaptive Learning solution. Again, this is another one of those solutions that, because of the Omniset edition of our headsets, is really able to create experiences that didn't exist before this hardware. And that is basically an engaging solution that can adapt to unique individuals. They're partnering with different enterprise customers in the world, from diversity and inclusion to sort of machine operation, sales training, and really beyond. So they've got a great platform that can be used in partnership with HP's Omniset solution across various industries. Next, I want to just show you where you can learn more. If you guys want to learn more about our partnership opportunities, or if you want to learn more about HP Omniset, we've got some links here. We've also got a developer portal, and some information as well about our Reverb G2 product. So I think next we're going to open it up to a little bit of Q&A, if I'm not mistaken. So I look forward to hearing from anyone in the room.
Awesome. Thanks, Matt. All right, we got hands flying up, so give me one moment.
Hi, Matt. Good presentation, and really like the G2 hardware. But as an enterprise user trying to deploy this at scale, the Windows Mixed Reality platform is really holding you back. We find it's a complete nightmare to try to deploy that at scale, and really it hasn't evolved since 2017, and it's very game focused. The other problem we have is to try to integrate with Steam. We need to open ports to get to Steam. We need to download Windows Mixed Reality for Steam VR. So what's really needed to make this viable in enterprise is a package that we can easily deploy, like we manage our other devices. I've met with Microsoft and talked to their teams about this, but they really don't seem to be taking it serious. I hope that with HP, we can drive this and really make a scalable enterprise solution.
Yeah, thanks. That's definitely been, appreciate you bringing that up. That's definitely been one of the obstacles when looking at much larger scale deployments. I think today what we see a lot, especially when we're working with enterprise customers, is oftentimes these are, you're obviously able to put these machines and these solutions on the network, but I think a lot of folks end up putting them off the network. And so the manageability of that can be an issue. There is the feature on demand function that comes with Windows, but we definitely recognize that, and HP is aware of that and creating solutions in the future that might help with that. So appreciate you hanging in there with Windows Mixed Reality and with Steam VR. Like I said, I think the best thing you can do is have some kind of an image that can really be either used in an offline environment or be constantly kind of running updates. So yeah, definitely something we're aware of and hope to address that with some of our future products.
Thanks so much, Matt. The next question I have is related to really the ethical design and stewardship for enterprise learners. So with all the biometric data, what do you recommend is informed consent for the learners, and how does all that really look?
Yeah, so the way our headsets are designed is our headsets don't actually store any of the information. All the information from the headset is sent back to the PC. So we recommend definitely having an enterprise class PC that's got lots of security features built in, like our Z portfolio of workstation class products that have the whole HP Sure suite of technology in there. But also know that our complete solution is predicated on whether or not user data is collected. So we definitely recommend it, and our solution complies with GDPR, and any information that is opted in to be shared back with HP is it's autonomized and no one knows whose data it is or what. It's not made personal in any way. And again, those data points are only shared back if developers or customers actually opt in. So I definitely recommend plugging your Omniset Edition headsets into solutions that are robust. Plug it into a workstation class product that tends to be outfitted with all the security features, like having a golden image of the PC's BIOS somewhere embedded in the workstation product, something that HP does. I'm not sure that all our competitors do, or even a gaming desktop or laptop would do something like that. But that's something I would strongly encourage, is just make sure that you understand fully our solution. Like I said, if you want to learn more, you can reach out to me directly, or you can contact some of our developers who have actually worked with it and understand how the data is actually shared.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. We are, can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Awesome. So just wanted to say a sincere thank you for the presentation today. Really great information. We're getting ready to go to lunch, but can people reach out to you if they have questions?
Yes, absolutely. Please do.
Awesome. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it. And we're going to go ahead and get started with lunch, everybody. Thank you.